So many people are online on dating sites and everything. They're just pushing it so much, trying to find love. But the thing is, when you start to kind of love yourself and you start to really like yourself, you become so attractive. So you kind of vibrate in a totally different way, which means that you will meet people everywhere. You will meet a guy in the shop, you will meet him in the food store, or outside your front door, wherever. And that is definitely what happens when you start to feel more comfortable in yourself, because so many of us, both men and women, are so insecure, and you know that as well from everything that you have been through and what we have been talking about. And those insecurities, I mean, they make you feel very empty. So that is the reason why so many people want to find a relationship because they want somebody to really complete them. But if you can complete yourself first, like we do now with RTT, when we're really digging to the core beliefs that you used to have, and to really change those beliefs, to make you understand, or your brilliant mind to understand, that you are an amazing girl and you are so lovable. When your brain starts to accept that, everything will change. Everything. So
Yeah.
it's very beautiful. So how are your own feelings? What are they different today from before we did the sessions? How do you feel about yourself?
Yeah, I feel kind of more free. I feel more free, yeah, that I don't have to be perfect, but I really like I notice that I still need to like listen it every day, because for some days I didn't listen it, but I feel like I need this like kind of boost.
Yeah.
And yeah, I still need to listen, I think, it every day, because I thought maybe okay, maybe not so often, but no, I still need to listen it every day, because it really
It is crucial.
helps me. Yeah,
It really,
it
really
is.
is crucial. And actually, before the science, they said it took 21 days to really program new pathways, neuroscience ways in your head. But now new science showed that it actually takes 66 days to really get like a new pathway within your brain to create a new habit, so it becomes automatic. So it's really crucial, and I'm glad that you really felt that you need the recording, because it is an important part. It's a really important part to really, because what we are doing here is that we're reprogramming your brain. You have had a belief since you were a little girl, and you have lived
Yeah.
and you have had patterns in your whole life for so many years, in your whole grown up life. So of course it's gonna take a little bit, but it's just nice. I love the recordings. I make recordings for myself all the time, and I just love listening to them. And really, as you say, they make you feel very good. A very important thing is to really know that you are exactly where you need to be in this very moment. Because so many people, including myself, we tend to stress a lot. We tend, you know, when something happens, you have a uncomfortable conversation, or you're dating somebody, or something happens, you know, life happens, and we tend to stress so much about it, and we get all tense and everything. But if you can really just understand that you are exactly where you need to be right now. You are having in this experience, and you are growing from this experience. You are growing from your emotions. And the first thing is to actually accept that you have the emotions, that it does feel scary and you feel sad and everything. That's okay. So, and you, from what I know from before, you want this perfect facade, and you want everybody to think you're happy, exactly like what I'm working with myself. So, so I know that so well, and I believe so many girls or women are like this. We want everybody to think that everything is absolutely perfect, and then within we hold so much pain. But would you like to share, because a lot of women who will be watching this, they will be in the same kind of situation that you have been, and that we are now changing, but they want to find love. They want to find true love, and they want to go out and actually be very they want to attract the right guy instead of, you know, chasing the guys around and everything. Would you like to share a little bit of your understanding from what happened in your life without getting too personal? But what was your patterns and what did you kind of realize when we did the RTT session?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't actually. I kind of thought I yeah, I didn't know that actually my root cause about like what actually really is not really helpful at all is that I have to be perfect. It was because of demands in my family that I was never like kind of appreciated. My love language is words, and I got like almost no no good words like and so and yeah,
Yeah,
so it was like
so what you're saying is that when you were a little girl, you really kind of needed that from your family, like they telling you that you are good and you are lovable and everything, and you didn't really
yeah,
that.
I remember I tried so hard actually to please my parents and so because I really, really wanted to hear those good words. But yeah, and I was always good girl and didn't cause any trouble, and I didn't drink or smoke or use drugs. I was good student. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I was like a good child, but I was very lonely.
Yeah.
Um, I was very lonely because I couldn't trust, you know, I couldn't kind of really open up and trust. And I thought, yeah, like I have to deal with everything by my own, and yeah, and I have to be perfect. And if I'm not perfect, no, I actually anyway, it wasn't doesn't didn't even matter because whatever I did, I was not like
Exactly. And that became your core beliefs. So however hard you tried, it didn't matter. That became like that was the beliefs. And that is so not true. Of course it's not. But that was the belief
yeah,
your mind created because your family and yourself, you didn't communicate in the right way for each other. And this is so fascinating how something that happens when we are kids really affect the whole lives and now in your love life when you really want to attract a good guy who is really nice to you and compliment you for the person you are, but inside because of the core beliefs that you have had, you don't feel good enough and you don't feel lovable. And if you don't feel good enough and lovable about yourself, how could anybody else possibly feel, really, really attracted to you? Those are your beliefs. So what we are
yeah,
really working on is really you filling yourself up with so much love. And we were talking about standing in front of the mirror and telling yourself that you are a sweet girl and you have a big heart and everything. Have you been doing that?
mm, no, actually I haven't because I think that it's like feels a bit weird to me.
Yeah.
No, I kind of I write that gratitude something like what I'm grateful about and so, but I haven't actually been doing like that. I'm so I sometimes say that this is like actually when I say something good and like my friend laughs about it. I live with my best friend, so I say something like, "Oh, this is amazing! This is my favorite day," or something, and then we laugh, and then it's kind of really cool. But
So
I kind of little bit,
you do feel a shift in emotions and you feel a shift in your attitude.
yeah. This is like a good start of the day. It's like you know, like yeah, this is life is amazing, you know. And actually, everything is so great, and yeah, you kind of. I feel like that you have your mind, right? And there's like different ways. Like it's like a wood, and you can go to the like a sunny place, you know, in your mind, or you can go in these dark, gloomy kind of scary places. And I kind of think it like that way because when you kind of remember that there's so many blessings and you have been blessed in so many ways, and everything is beautiful, their sun is shining, everything is good. And then you kind of feel, oh yes, it's really like that. But when you kind of like start to think about all the issues and everything, then you kind of start, oh, life is so bad, and kind of,
You are so
it's really,
right. You are so right.
yeah,
What we put our what we focus on, that will grow. So if you are focusing
yeah,
on everything that is happening in the world that is horrible, your life will become that way as well. But if you, like, now I can see such a shift, and I'm delighted to hear you say this, because it's such a shift, and I can see it in your eyes as well, that you have more hope. You really look like you have more hope, you have more gratitude, you're loving your life in a totally different way. And I mean, we have still things to work on, of course, because it takes you, when you've had patterns all your life and you really want a change. So this is what we're doing. And I'm really glad that you're honest about not feeling comfortable about standing in the mirror or in front of the mirror telling yourself those stuff. And that is definitely something that we will be working on, because that day when you will be able to stand in front of the mirror telling yourself or looking into your own eyes and really say to yourself, oh my gosh, you have such a beautiful soul, you have a huge heart. When you are able to do that, like really talking to yourself in that honest, authentic way, oh my goodness, so much are gonna shift.
I can try. I just don't feel, I don't feel comfortable if there's like uh somebody else in the house. Like I feel like even if it's like my friend, I still don't feel comfortable doing it because I just, I feel like that's kind of weird.
Whisper it. You don't have to say it out loud. You can whisper it. It's really good if you can hear your own voice, but you don't have to do it loud. So she doesn't need to hear it, because that's, of course, is embarrassing, especially. But also, you can tell her, say that to
Yeah.
her, ask her to join you. You can teach that trick to her, and you can say that, okay, this is something that I'm really working on. Be honest
Mm.
about it. And when you are honest about the things that you're really changing in your life, you are really setting an example. You are setting an
Mm.
example. And I know that for myself, like, when we want to be so perfect, we don't want to share our insecurities because we don't think that they are perfection. So we keep the walls up. But the truth is that when we get authentic, like really telling people that this is what I have been struggling with and this is what I'm really working on, uh, when you become authentic in that sort of way, people will love you even more. Because when you really, the perfect thing about every human is the wholeness. It's not a facade. Everybody can hold a facade, but only you can have your whole being, like your heart, your soul, your spirit, your mind. That is you. That is the package. And that is what makes you lovable. And what I want you and all the other women out there to realize is that we all have so much stuff. Like inside, we may look perfect on the outside, but inside there is so much stuff going on. There is pain, there's hurt, there's guilt, shame, all these emotions that are just so stuck and trapped inside the body in both men and women. But when we can release that and let go, which we can do very rapidly in RTT, you start to feel the shift. Like you say, before you felt so ashamed and you felt so guilty, and now you feel more
Yeah.
free and all of that. It's very, very beautiful.
I kind of rarely find the men that I like. This particular guy, he was like handsome, he has this tall and dark hair, and he was quite handsome and slim and stuff, and but yeah, there's like I wasn't really so attracted to him. I don't know why.
That is right.
No,
But that is the thing. Allow yourself to feel that, because that is right. So many people choose their partner because of shoulds. Like you should like this guy or you should like this woman. And that is the reason why they choose each other. because but it is, the truth is, it's different when you have that really special connection with somebody. It's different. I was just having a conversation with a woman who always been together with guys who were in a certain way. So she had a long list of stuff that she wanted in a perfect guy, and those relationships never worked. She was always meeting the perfect guy, but that perfect guy always left her. Like every single time, it was the same pattern over and over and over. And finding out what was the core beliefs that she had, it turned out that that was her mom's ideal guy. You know, that those were the things that her mom had taught her that she should be looking for. Those were never hers. And she was really looking for the guy with those things, but inside of her, that was never attracted. She was never attracted to that. So just open up, and also don't stress about it, because we're the other word, relax into it, because we have just started, and we have just started your process. So just feel relaxed into this whole situation. He may turn up tomorrow, or he may turn up in a year. And whatever time, that is going to be the perfect time. So just know that every single day that you are single, it's an opportunity for you to really grow. Because the more complete you are the day when you meet your perfect partner, the more you can just have that attraction and just the passion, instead of meeting somebody because you need him. You see the difference of meeting somebody because you need him to fill you up, or meeting somebody because you just feel that love. It's totally different. So, I mean, you were looking at him because he was perfect. He looked perfect. He was tall, handsome, and all that, and you should be attracted to him, but you weren't. You were not attracted to him. And that's fine, because it was not your perfect match.
And for me, it's very important that I can share with a person on deeper level a little bit. So yeah, when I can open up and share kind of, there's so 16 personality types, and I think that I need like an intuitive personality type, that who's like who can talk about ideas and bigger picture and stuff. I don't want to be like this. I think he was Sensor, and he was like more about practical daily life, having fun and stuff, and I was like, but there's more.
Exactly. And I would really encourage you to just relax and tune into your own body, tune into your feelings, because all of a sudden you may meet somebody who's not at all the perfect that you, who's not all the man that you had in mind. He might be something totally different. But when you tune into your body and listen to your feelings will always show. You know how you are when you're supposed to do something, and sometimes you just feel like it looks perfect, but it doesn't feel right. Your gut feeling is that something is wrong. You can't tell why, but you just have that weird feeling. Or something doesn't look good at all, but it feels right. And this is so true in relationships too. So I would really encourage you to just listen to your emotions. Stop your logic mind. Okay? If a guy would be really bad to you, like abuse you or something, of course, listen to your logic. But otherwise, listen to your heart, listen to your feelings, and relax into it. I think that is a huge key, actually, to just go with your feelings. If a guy makes you laugh, if a guy makes you feel very good and tingly, and feels like you open up your heart and you have that connection, when you look into somebody's eyes, and it's just more. It's not only the eyes, but it's just more. I believe that is true. That is so true. And you can feel that with girlfriends, with a grandmother, with certain people. And when you are ready for that kind of relationship, that relationship will show up. I promise you.
That's amazing.
You will see. It will be amazing. It really will be amazing. And just trust that. So as long as you trust your feelings, that will shift a lot. A lot of things started to happen in my own life when I went from my head to my heart. And, it's going to be different. So, because you are using your brain a lot, you are using your logic all the time. And I really encourage you to come more from your heart space. That will be an amazing shift for you.
Okay. Thank you.
So what more questions did you have, if any?
Oh yeah, I just don't know how long can we do that. So I
Pick the most important one, and then we can continue another day.
okay. You know what I am scared about? It's about all this, like those couple times when fell in love with guy. It felt really fast. I felt so much attraction, and I fell in love so fast.
Yeah.
But then, I'm scared because, I then afterwards I can't just, I keep, I'm in love. So for me, it's like for longer time. It's like for a year or 2 years, it's a long time. And then if the guy loses interest because it was like so fast and maybe, but I'm already hooked. So I'm a little bit scared about, all like those things. So I
It's
don't
all,
know.
I would say it's all kind of a balance thing. I mean, when you fall in love, there are a lot of hormones in your body, a lot
Yeah.
of things going on, because that's also our biologics, that we are supposed to get together and we are supposed to have kids so we can create and keep on with the world. So, but apart from that, when you really, really love you, I mean, when you really love you and not loving a person, it's going to shift so much. So sometimes you really fall in love with somebody because it feels like he will complete you. And when it feels like he completes you in sort of a needy way, it will, he will also feel that unconsciously. He won't be probably aware of it, but he will probably run after a while if you kind of need him, like really need him. So what is I think it's the same for both men and women. What is so attractive is to really get together with somebody who are very confident in themselves. They're really able to fill themselves up, so they don't need you, you don't need them. You just like to be together. You see the difference?
Yeah, I
This
see
is
the
again
difference.
about like really filling yourself up, and also thinking like, yeah, it is scary. You may be hurt, but then again, that's also part of life. Like if you get hurt by a guy or hurt by something else, something more beautiful will always come out of that, because you will learn. As long as you don't get stuck in those patterns and feeling sorry for yourself and like really tensing up because that guy hurt me, that guy hurt me, oh my goodness, so many guys have hurt me, and I really felt like but that's okay, now many years later I'm like, okay, that was good that happened, because I learned a lot from that, and those guys weren't the right guys for me. So
Oh,
and just knowing that, I mean, there's always a reason for what happens, but if you come to the end of your life, if you're gonna live safe your whole life and you come to that day when you are gonna die, and you look back to your life and you are like, I kind of played safe my whole life and I just had this perfect little life and I never took any risk, I never opened up my heart to love, I was, you're just going to be a walking dead person. You're going to die from the inside, like not die, but die from the inside, like emotionally. So I definitely, my biggest belief is that open up, but trust your feelings. If you are attracted to a guy because he fills you up, that are the wrong reasons to fall in love, but fill yourself up. And that is what we're really doing. We're working on that, and you will be working in the mirror, telling yourself how beautiful you are.
yeah, yeah,
You don't really
yeah.
need that from another person, because so many guys say like they really get annoyed and unattracted to women who are needy. And this
Yeah,
needy sort of pattern is something that many of us women do. This is the reason why if you text the guy, and I see this happens all the time. So if you text the guy when you start to date him and you text him, he doesn't respond in 10 minutes, then you go bananas. You're like, oh my goodness, he doesn't respond, and then you send him a new one. It's horrible, and we can laugh about this, but it's true. So many of us do this. And then we send him another one, but you didn't reply to my first text. Are you mad at me? And then he doesn't reply to that one. And then you send a third one. It's like, it's mad. But that all comes from the needy part. So when you feel insecure, you are going to feel insecure on what he feels about you. And that will make you needy. And when you're needy, he will run. So it all comes back. You're going to see these patterns after a while. It all comes back to really loving you and filling yourself up. So if this happens, if you send a text to a guy or you call a guy that you really like and he doesn't reply, do something else. Just get your mind. Okay, so you have already sent it.
Yeah.
Do something totally different. Put on a piece of music that you love. Talk to yourself in your mirror. Call your girlfriend. Do something else that takes your attention away from that, because you are going to go nuts. But really, really, really work on filling you up with so much love. Really, you loving you. And when you are loving you, you will become so attractive to the world. They're all going to fall with you. And you can just choose whatever you like.
Yeah. That would be awesome. Yeah. But
so you will yeah, sorry, go on.
Do you think like okay, maybe last question. Do you think like if you have lost, like the guy has lost interest in you, do you think it's like, and you were not like in relationship or something, but do you think it's possible to get it back, or maybe it's better just to let go and yeah, there's a lot of other people out there. It's just I don't know. I have this, you know, that when I fall in love, like I have this attention to this guy, and I hope that maybe something will change. Maybe I will, you know, do something differently, and maybe he will, you know, change or something. But I guess I don't know if it's like healthy to hold on.
This particular guy that you were talking about, was he attracted to you in the first beginning?
Yeah, he was very attracted to me. He was very open to me. We were talking for a long time, and yeah, he was very attracted.
Okay,
yeah.
And then what happened?
You know, I had to change my job, and I was like, also I was like sharing if something, you know, like some unpleasant things I shared with him, and I felt like he became distant and something has changed. And then I said it to him, and then he said, yeah, like actually, you know, I have decided that you know, I don't want to be in relationship and stuff. And then I felt like, but it's not your fault and stuff like that. But
yeah,
like,
but the normal stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So do you still like this guy? Do you really love him?
Yeah,
I can tell. So yeah, of course. I think nothing is static. Like nothing is, when you first met, that was one period, and then when it was over, that was one period. And of course, if you are right for each other, which you may definitely be, I believe in this situation, what happened, you from your perspective, you started to open up, you gave him a lot of information, and maybe that was too quick for him. That was too much of a commitment. And this is what I see a lot of women do, because they really, this is about the neediness as well. You know, they really want to like pour their whole heart out. They're like, here, you can have my all, you can have my everything. And
he actually really helped me. I really opened up to him, appreciated and everything, and I felt so good about it. Yeah, I felt it.
And also see it like that, because so this is the thing what we do. We cannot open up our whole heart and we give too much too fast. So sometimes we actually need to slow ourselves down a bit I'm very particular nowadays with what I share with who. Like, I'm not sharing I've tuned into the situation, and I really feel that, is this a good thing to tell this person or is it not? I listen to myself. I'm kind of, is it this good or relevant or whatever? But I believe in a beginning of a relationship, just tune into it and see, is this a good thing or is it too much to share? Like, it's going to be too heavy, because he doesn't, a guy or a girl, this is the same things, but you are a girl, so I'm talking to you as like girls and men. But when he is attracted to you, he wants that positive, he wants that loving part of you. And if you are like opening up too fast, it's going to be too heavy for him, probably. Are you there? Because I think I'm losing you.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. So that thing about you know, take it a bit slow. And if there are certain things that you feel that I really want to share this, maybe share it with your girlfriend first. If you really have a force that you need to share something, share it with a girlfriend before you share it with a guy. And have a think about it. Is this relevant to this person right now? It's possible to get him back with a shift in you, like the vibration, the thing that your energy is like right now, or if it's still where it is when you broke up, it's not going to happen probably. But when you shift, you start to grow, you start to love yourself, it's going to be different. So when you meet a person, just be a bit careful with how much you share. And this goes the same thing with boyfriends, girlfriends, you know, everything. Every new relationship, you need to slowly get to know each other. You don't want all the heavy stuff from a new person, because that's going to be too much to carry, like even with friends. So it's not only for romantic relationships, but just take it a bit slow and get to know each other. Don't bring up all the heavy parts. You can share things, but it also depends on how you share it. So tune into what feels right, as long as you don't put yourself out there like a victim. It's I'm so sorry for myself or whatever, because that's going to be heavy, and they don't like heavy, especially not in the beginning, because they want to have fun, exactly like you want to have fun, and you want to feel those happy feelings. And if the guy is pouring out his whole horrible life to you in a very bad way, it's going to make you feel bad. And you don't want that, so you're gonna run. So now when you are shifting your energy, if you're still in love with that guy, I definitely think, I don't know him, but definitely if you're right for each other and there has been attraction before, of course. It's not like you have met once and therefore you can't meet again. Definitely not. I mean, there are so many couples that I met when they were younger, and then many years later they meet again, and they have both grown and things have happened and they have learned and everything. So yeah, definitely. Like, but I think that your intention should definitely be not growing yourself to get him back. Your intention is from now going to be like growing yourself because you want to love yourself, and then you can attract the perfect partner. So really loving you because you want to be your best friend, your best partner. Do you see the difference? So do it for yourself.
It should be like and then I can, like choose if I want to like that person or that other person. Yes.
Like that.
Be open.
Yeah. And I mean, there are a lot of, and we can dig deeper into this later on in the process, and how to be really attractive when you go on a date and all of that. But I don't think that is the issue right now. I think the issue is, I mean, you look fantastic, you look beautiful, and I believe that you are sociable when you meet a guy and everything. But we can dig into that stuff as well, like how to date, how to be very attractive and how to make him really chase you. We can go into that. Then again, this is more about loving yourself so that you actually can keep the relationship, because
Yeah.
you don't want to have sex. You wanna have true love, like a real relationship. So that's totally different. So that's the reason why we're really working on you feeling enough, you feeling lovable. So
Mm.
I'm really encourage you to start today talking to yourself in the mirror, yes, whispering, or share with your friend in your
Okay.
apartment that you're gonna do this, and
Yeah.
ask her to join you in this journey, because it's gonna make a difference
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, I will. That's definitely, yeah, it's good, really good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
I
mean,
remember, I rem yeah.
sorry, you remember?
Can I? Yeah, I remember then actually when I was like I met that guy, I was working in the airport and I was like I had to wake up really early and then I had like a ritual like I had like okay, I have like half an hour to get ready and I was like okay, I do like this and like one of the things was I was like looking in the mirror and I was like okay, I'm gonna dance like one dance or two dances, like just to like one song or two songs, because I'm a good dancer as well. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just, it's like a little exercise in the morning, and at the same time, it's like just having fun of myself and just laughing of myself, looking how I dance in the mirror. And I was like, actually, that's so fun. It was
Exactly
such a
that.
fun.
That is an amazing routine. Have fun, because we tend to
Yeah.
feel insecure. We tend to take life so seriously. And when
Mm,
you want to attract love as well, the more fun you can be. People love to be around easygoing people who just have fun, who love themselves. And that is something that I see within myself. I told you this before, but I used to be so insecure. I was a little bird in school. I was so insecure and so tiny and no friends, no nothing. And then when I started to date, I mean, it was crazy. I used to have a lot of boyfriends at the same times because I didn't want to feel empty. So if one guy didn't respond to a text, I had to send text to five other guys. So I sure that somebody would respond. So that was my life before. And what have happened with the RTT and the growing I've done for myself, I can literally tell that people are attracted to me, both guys, women, people around the world, because
yeah.
I make them feel good. And it's such a shift, and it's very, very interesting to see, because now I can make myself feel good, not all of the time, but most of the time. So when you can make you feel,
Yeah.
you can make other people feel good. And I mean, giving people, if you can really make you feel good, then you're also gonna be having very easy time to make other people feel good. And when you make other people feel good about themselves, they will be so attracted to you. They will be addicted to you.
Yeah.
Really make them feel good. If you can really from your
Yeah.
heart, like what you are doing is amazing, you look awesome. If you can really come from your heart, not in a needy way, but just in a pure loving way, and just make people feel so good about themselves, and you make them feel like they are the most amazing person on earth, they will be addicted to you.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. I love you
By
so
the way,
much.
oh, you look amazing. You're just shining, and yeah, thank you. It was really great time. Thank you so much. Have a
You
beautiful
are
day.
more than welcome. Have a beautiful day, sweetheart. Bye.